While I was waiting for the rebound, I got a cheap shot, in my back. So I'm not gonna just stand. I ain't afraid of nobody. I ain't just gonna.
Take another look here, Reg. So Luka goes down hard, comes back up to have words with Kris.
That's what the game is about. Sometimes gonna get physical. There's a lot of trash talking. I live for that, so I love it.
History doesn't just happen, it explodes. And last night, Luka Doncic didn't just win a basketball game, he carved his name into the record books with a sledgehammer, becoming the fastest player ever to reach 400 points and 100 assists. Not LeBron, not Magic, not Oscar Robertson, Luka Magic Doncic. Let that sink in for a second. Every single legend who ever touched a basketball, from Wilt Chamberlain to Michael Jordan to Kobe Bryant, and this 25-year-old Slovenian superstar just dusted all of them. 16 games, that's all it took. The quickest in NBA history. But here's what makes this story absolutely electric. Luka isn't just breaking records. He's doing it with a chip on his shoulder the size of Texas, a swagger that screams Los Angeles, and a fearlessness that has the entire league on notice. When he stepped to that podium after torching the Clippers, you could see it in his eyes. This wasn't just another W. This was a statement.
Yeah, I think we played a great game. I think they were hitting a lot of shots, especially in the first half. I think our four-quarter defense was great, better than all three quarters. So to close it out, it means a lot.
The Lakers clinched their NBA Cup group. They're rolling at 12-4. They've got LeBron James back in the lineup. They've got Austin Reaves playing like an all-star. They've got depth, they've got chemistry, and right at the center of this purple and gold hurricane is Luka Doncic, the man who just won't stop making history. But let's rewind to what happened on that court, because this wasn't just about pretty stats and highlight reels. This was warfare. This was Luka Doncic reminding everyone exactly who he is when things get physical, when the trash talk starts flying, when opponents try to get under his skin. Kris Dunn found that out the hard way.
Take another look here, Reg. So Luka goes down hard, comes back up to have words with Kris.
Look, Luka and Dunn have history. There's bad blood there, and it boiled over in this game when Dunn delivered what Luka called a cheap shot to his back while he was waiting for a rebound. And what did Luka do? Did he back down? Did he complain to the refs and move on? Hell no.
I'm not gonna just stand, I ain't afraid of nobody. I ain't just gonna stand and let it go. The ref was right there. I don't understand how we couldn't call a foul on that one. But, that's what the game is about. Sometimes gonna get physical. There's a lot of trash talking. I live for that, so.
There it is. That's your superstar. That's the mentality that separates the great from the legendary. Luka lives for the chaos. He thrives in the fire. When the game gets nasty, when opponents try to intimidate him, when the pressure mounts, that's when Luka Doncic becomes unstoppable. And his teammates, they've got his back. Jackson Hayes picked up a technical foul standing up for Luka after that altercation, and you know what Luka did? He immediately told Hayes he'd pay the fine. That's leadership. That's brotherhood. That's what championship teams are built on.
Of course, I appreciate it. I told him right away, thanks for having my back. And that says a lot about him. That says a lot about this team. So everybody got each other's back.
But let's talk about the elephant in the room. Or should I say, the king in the room. LeBron James is back, and the basketball world spent the entire offseason asking the same question. Can this work? Can Luka and LeBron coexist? Are there enough basketballs to go around? Will egos clash? Will roles overlap? And you know what the answer has been through 2 games? A resounding yes. LeBron came back from his time off, and he's playing a completely different role than we've ever seen from him. He's not forcing shots. He's not demanding the ball every possession. He's playing quarterback. He's orchestrating. He's finding the open man. He's picking defenses apart with his passing vision and letting Luka, Austin Reaves, and DeAndre Ayton get easy buckets. 14 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists in 32 minutes. That's not vintage LeBron James scoring numbers. That's vintage LeBron James winning basketball. And at 40 years old, yeah, 40, he's showing a maturity and selflessness that's making this Lakers team absolutely lethal.
Like I said, every game I'm going to get better and better. Today was better than, the last game in Utah. And obviously it was better than a week ago, my first game here. So, every game, every day, I continue to work on my body, continue to work on my win, continue to work on my habits, the good habits to put myself in position to be helpful for the team.
Helpful for the team. That's what LeBron said. Not I'm going to take over, not wait till I get my rhythm back. Helpful for the team. That's championship DNA right there. And Luka, he's feeding off it. He's embracing it. When you've got one of the greatest players of all time willing to sacrifice, willing to facilitate, willing to let you be the primary scorer, that's when magic happens. That's when records fall. That's when dynasties are born. The chemistry between these three stars, Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reaves, is already looking scary. Each of them has stretches in this game where they took over. Luka was unconscious in the first half. LeBron and AR put the game away in the fourth quarter. They're not stepping on each other's toes. They're elevating each other.
I honestly think we did great. I think we scored 120 points, something like that. But, just trying to read the defense. I know at some point they're going to start blitzing me. So just play out of that. I think Jackson did a great part in playing in the short roll. LeBron was aggressive in the second half. AR was aggressive. And I think we just, with each other pick our momentums and go at it.
Pick momentum and go at it. That's exactly what's happening with this Lakers squad. They're not overthinking it. They're not worried about whose team this is. They're just playing basketball the way it's supposed to be played. Unselfishly, aggressively, and with a killer instinct when it matters most. But let's not forget about the defense, because Luka Doncic is doing something that's flying completely under the radar while everyone focuses on his offensive fireworks. He's currently 4th in the league in steals. 4th! Let me repeat that. Luka Doncic, the guy everyone loves to criticize for his defense, is one of the best thieves in the NBA right now. And it makes perfect sense when you think about it. Luka has one of the highest basketball IQs in the league. He sees the game 3 steps ahead on offense, so why wouldn't that translate to defense? He's not going to lock down Kawhi Leonard on the perimeter. Nobody's asking him to do that. But as a weak side defender, reading passing lanes, getting deflections, creating turnovers, Luka is elite at that. And the comparisons to Magic Johnson aren't just about the passing and the size. It's about the basketball intelligence. Magic wasn't a lockdown defender either, but he was a championship-level team defender because he understood rotations, he anticipated plays, and he used his length to disrupt passing lanes. That's exactly what Luka is doing right now. And speaking of Magic comparisons, Rob Pelinka, the Lakers GM, couldn't help but make that connection when talking about LeBron's performance. This Lakers team is constructed perfectly for the modern NBA. They're young, they're deep, they're fast, and they're physical. DeAndre Ayton is giving them a dominant inside presence. Jake LaRavia is providing energy and versatility. Marcus Smart is bringing that defensive intensity and toughness that every championship team needs. And at the top of it all, you've got 3 elite offensive creators who can score, pass, and make everyone around them better. The NBA Cup group is clinched. They're sitting at a plus 36-point differential in those games, which is robust. They're heading to the knockout rounds with momentum, confidence, and a swagger that has the rest of the league nervous. But let's be real for a second. This is still November basketball. The Lakers are playing well, but we've seen hot starts before. We've seen chemistry that looked perfect in December fall apart by March. The real test is coming when they start playing the Oklahoma City Thunders and Denver Nuggets of the world. When the schedule tightens up, when the playoffs arrive. That's when LeBron is going to need to flip the switch from quarterback mode to takeover mode. That's when Luka is going to need to maintain this historic pace while dealing with the wear and tear of an 82-game season. That's when depth becomes critical and role players like Marcus Smart and Jake LaRavia need to step up in big moments. But right now, the Lakers are rolling. They're clicking on both ends of the floor. They've got multiple guys who can take over games. They've got veterans who know how to win. They've got young legs that can run all day. And they've got a superstar in Luka Doncic who just made NBA history and shows no signs of slowing down. Luka's averaging career-high numbers across the board. He's leading the league in scoring. He's near the top in assists. He's getting steals. He's playing with more joy than we've ever seen from him. He showed up to practice in a Bugatti the other day. Yeah, you heard that right, a Bugatti. And Rob Pelinka told him, "You are now all LA." And that's what this is about. Luka Doncic has fully embraced Los Angeles. He's not just playing basketball, he's becoming an icon. The music blaring during his warm-ups, the swagger, the confidence, the trash talk. This is Luka's team. This is Luka's city. And this is Luka's moment.
No, I think we just met a lot of times in the playoffs. They beat me the first 2 times, so I don't know what it is.
They beat him the first 2 times, but not anymore. Not this version of Luka Doncic, not with this Lakers team, not with LeBron James facilitating and Austin Reaves attacking and the depth that Rob Pelinka assembled over the summer. This is a team that believes. This is a team that's having fun. This is a team that's playing for each other. And when you combine that with generational talent like Luka and LeBron, scary things can happen. Oh, and one more thing. Luka wasn't happy about the court. The NBA Cup courts, while visually striking, have been slippery and dangerous according to multiple players. Luka didn't hold back.
I like it. Just the courts. Please. It's just slippery. It's dangerous.
Even when he's making history, even when he's dominating, Luka keeps it real. He's not afraid to call out the league when something's not right. That's the competitor in him. That's the leader in him. So where does this Lakers team go from here? They've got Dallas coming up on Friday. They've got the knockout rounds of the NBA Cup on the horizon. They've got a long season ahead with championship aspirations and a target on their backs. But if last night proved anything, it's that Luka Doncic is ready for it all. The pressure, the expectations, the history-making moments, he's built for this. And with LeBron James by his side, with Austin Reaves emerging as a legitimate third star, with the depth and defense to compete with anyone, the Lakers are dangerous. Fastest to 400 points and 100 assists in NBA history. That's not just a stat, that's a statement. That's Luka Doncic telling the NBA world, I'm here, I'm healthy, I'm motivated, and I'm coming for everything. The record books are being rewritten, the Lakers are rising, and Luka magic is just getting started. This isn't just another season. This is history in the making, and we're all witnesses.